Created by the legendary Stan Lee more than 50 years ago, Spider-Man has been a favorite of innumerable comic book fans and generated more than $4 billion at the box office worldwide. As we all recall the many Spider-Man comics that we have read, we remember how this introverted boy became a young man who married the world's greatest supermodel and became the greatest ever superhero in the history of comics. Now that takes some doing. And so, we decided to list 7 entrepreneurs' leadership lessons that we can learn from Parker. Here goes our list. 1. Be human at all times. Be yourself. Many entrepreneurs believe that just because they have big titles and are leaders, they need to act differently and try to avoid human emotions. Parker struggled at many occasions having to behave like a hero and not himself. In fact, it caused significant issues with his marriage to Mary Jane. He was reminded by Captain America, who had similarly learned about the need to not wear masks and be oneself, advising him that the mask is supposed to hide your face. Don't let it hide your heart. Parker took that advice to heart and always remained true to himself and his personality. As leaders, we should never wear masks, especially when dealing with relationships and matters of the heart. 2. Take responsibility. Great entrepreneurs take responsibility for their actions, especially the mistakes and failures. Spider-Man leads by example, and he not only owns up to his shortcomings and failures, he never blamed others, and his Uncle Ben reminded him, with great power comes great responsibility. Many leaders don't realize how much power they hold in their hands. Your employees look up to you. As leaders, every word muttered is analyzed and repeated throughout your department or organization. Even as parents, our children bestow on us significant power. 3. Always smile. Spider-Man is always smiling. Well, he's in his suit, in spite of the horrible burden he carries and the pain in his life. Losing the love of his life, his parents, his uncle, and finally his aunt, having his wife kidnapped and facing death daily, he still retains a sense of humor and keeps smiling. It takes some doing to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, yet almost all great leaders wear a smile on their face constantly. 4. Keep serving others. That is the essence of leadership. Service of others always yields benefits. In the amazing Spider-Man movie, we see how the web crawler needs the help of a number of crane operators. The help came to him in the moment of need, as the crane foreman was the father of the boy Spider-Man had rescued earlier in the movie. It is far more blessed to serve and to give than to receive. You'll reap rewards for your giving at an important stage of your life. It's the same in my life. At a crucial stage of my leadership, when I needed some form of help, it suddenly appears. Later, I realized that the help came because I had previously helped that person. Good karma will always return to you if you invest in helping others. Are you serving while leading? Never let adversity and pain deter you. Spider-Man has a torrid life with things never working out, yet he never let that be an excuse to give up. He was never taken hostage by the complex issues that surrounded him. Most people would give up on helping others, especially if it meant losing their loved ones. Spider-Man lost his great love, Gwen Stacy, because of his love for helping others. He lost love, Gwen Stacy, best friends Harry Osborn, and many others. In fact, after losing Stacy, he thought he would never find love again. Yet he kept going and never gave in to the doubt that crept into his mind. He finally found the amazing Mary Jane, who loved him as deeply. Perseverance pays off whether you are building a business or growing your career. You have to keep going, and things will ultimately go your way. 6. Leadership does not come free. Many leaders forget the cost of leadership. Being a leader requires you to sacrifice time, money, efforts, and endure struggles and pain. We always talk about the benefits of leadership, but we fail to count the cost of it. Spider-Man understood the cost of being a superhero. He lost many things, including his privacy and family. As leaders, Have we encountered the cost of leadership? Just as there is cost associated with anything of value, leadership does not come free. 7. You don't need to lead all the time. Spidey is the type who is not a natural leader, yet in times of crisis or when he is required to lead, he steps up and leads. During the Titanis saga, Spider-Man led the likes of Wolverine, the Hulk, Nova, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and others to battle against the alien Titanis. In many occasions, Spider-Man lets others lead. He seamlessly moves from being a loyal and dedicated follower to being a decisive and respected leader. There are many more lessons that you can learn from Spider-Man, but the most important thing about lessons is to internalize them and leverage them in our lives. May Parker, Spider-Man's aunt, makes this statement: I believe there's a hero in all of us that keeps us honest, gives us strength, makes us noble, and finally allows us to die with pride.